It was supposed to be a perfect day. The kind of day where a father lets his daughter place a flower in his hair without hesitation. Malcolm-Jamal Warner stood in the sunlight, smiling softly into the camera.
Yes, I got the flower in my hair. Today's my daughter's birthday. She put the flower there, so I'm rocking it.
Life is lifing, he said. My daughter put this flower in my hair. It's her birthday today. The ocean shimmered behind him, calm, inviting, silent. Less than 24 hours later, it would swallow him whole. The headlines came fast. Accidental drowning, family vacation, tragic end. But beneath the surface, the truth didn't float. It sank. One version claimed Malcolm went into the water alone while his daughter stayed on shore. But then came the contradiction. A local police chief, Albert Lane, said otherwise. Malcolm's daughter had been with him in the ocean. She was drowning. He went after her. He died saving her.
And she survived.
Two stories, one death, and not a single explanation that made sense. So why was the official report so clean, so stripped of chaos, so controlled? The only other man who entered the water with Malcolm hasn't been named, hasn't been seen, hasn't spoken, as if he never existed. In the hours after Malcolm's death, grief turned into paperwork. His wife, whose name still hasn't been made public, wasted no time. Within 24 hours, she contacted lawyers to transfer all property rights, $12 million worth, to herself. No mourning period, no public statement, no request for answers. Just one demand: the body. Before the autopsy, before any official cause of death could be confirmed, authorities hesitated. Something wasn't right, but the pressure came fast. Legal threats, sudden calls, a quiet urgency to end the investigation before it even began. By the time officials agreed to release the body, any chance of uncovering the truth through science was gone. Still, whispers leaked. Locals claimed a tablet had been with Malcolm's daughter that day. Some said it was recording. Others said it held messages Malcolm never got to send. But the device vanished. No one knows where it went or who took it. Days later, someone tried to access Malcolm's personal cloud storage from an untraceable device in Panama. The account was locked, but not before something was downloaded. Regina King hadn't spoken to Malcolm in months. Their breakup was quiet, but ugly. He left her on Valentine's Day, an ending so cold it barely needed words. Friends said she never truly recovered. And then, less than a year later, her only son, Ian Alexander Jr., died by suicide. Her silence after that was absolute, until the day Malcolm died. Then came her message: ride in power. No tears, no photos, no memories shared, just those 3 words. And that was all it took. The internet lit up. Was it grief, bitterness, closure, or something more rehearsed? Because Regina wasn't just mourning a man. She was revisiting a graveyard of secrets. One journalist remembered a moment years earlier, an award show after-party. Malcolm, buzzed, had whispered something into Ian's ear. The boy looked shocked. He walked away. No one ever found out what Malcolm said. Regina has refused every interview request about Malcolm, but her publicist was spotted meeting Malcolm's wife 2 weeks before his death. Tourists remembered seeing 2 men go into the water that day, Malcolm and a friend. But only Malcolm's name made the reports. The second man, described as tall, athletic, wearing a blue cap, vanished from every version of the story. He didn't give a statement. He didn't attend the memorial. He wasn't on the flight manifest back to the US. Locals speculated he was a fixer, a handler, someone whose job it was to watch, not help. But one detail slipped through the cracks. A hotel staff member claimed that this man had checked in under Malcolm's booking, 2 rooms, 1 name. So why hide him? And why did Malcolm's wife insist there was no one else? The hotel security footage from the hallway outside Malcolm's room has been deleted, except for one frame. In it, a man in a blue cap looks directly into the lens and smiles. When investigators asked why no lifeguards responded, the Caribbean Guard issued a statement. The team was rerouted due to a regional security alert. But no such alert was ever logged that day. There were no storms, no crowd surges, no emergencies. What there was silence. The nearest lifeguard tower was just 800 feet from where Malcolm drowned. Staff later admitted no one was posted there the entire morning. Surveillance cameras pointed toward the ocean had been powered off. When questioned, the head of beach operations blamed budget cuts. But that wasn't the truth. The resort had hired additional security for that exact weekend, under the name of a private American firm, a firm linked to celebrity protection contracts. One of the guards hired that day flew back to the U.S. and was later spotted entering the same building as the lawyer representing Malcolm's wife. She's 8 years old, and she hasn't spoken a word to the press. Not a single appearance, not a single smile, not even at her own father's memorial. Some say she's traumatized. Others say she's being kept quiet. But a child's silence often speaks louder than anything else. Sources close to the family say she's been relocated out of state, her school record sealed, a therapist assigned. But the court filings revealed something odd, a temporary guardianship order filed 2 days before the trip. The signature? Not Malcolm's. One unconfirmed report claims the girl was heard asking a nurse in Costa Rica, "Is my daddy going to tell?" She was sedated minutes later. The stories don't make sense alone, but together, they form a chain. Malcolm's wife inherits everything. Regina's silence deepens. A vanished friend. A hidden tablet. A daughter's sealed fate. A lifeguard shift that never happened. A name erased from room records. A public image too clean for real grief. No one wants to believe this was more than an accident, but the facts refuse to disappear. They cling to the edges of every official statement, every smiling photo, every tribute post. Because sometimes the most beautiful smiles are the ones hiding the darkest truths. The tablet may be gone, but someone somewhere has the flower Malcolm wore that day, and it wasn't returned to the family.